Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Friday, June 23rd, 2023. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Premier of Nevis and a leader of the opposition in the National Assembly, the Honourable Mark Brantley, says the Smoking Designated Areas Bill 2023, which was passed in the National Assembly on Tuesday, June 20th, is a move in the right direction. The bill proposed by Prime Minister and Minister of National Security, the Honourable Dr. Terence Drew, designates a certain specified public places as smoking areas to prohibit smoking outside of a designated area in public places, to provide for better protection from exposure to certain types of smoke and for related or incidental matters.
I support the effort. I think that it is a move in the right direction. If the government can put in place, whether through regulation or through practical application, the measures to protect people who are not interested or have no desire to smoke, and further, those who may have medical conditions that could be adversely affected by smoke. I think that would be important. I think some public education is also critical so that people understand what potential dangers there may be, particularly for new users, particularly for those who are using high-grade strains as opposed to what I'm told colloquially is referred to as bushweed. I believe that that is also important. And that we start to have a public conversation. It might, in fact, Madam Speaker, assist us in taking the ultimate decision, which I hope in my lifetime we will take, to just say, listen, it is time for us to legalize cannabis. It really is. Other countries are doing it, and we now have the benefit of their experience. And it would really free up law enforcement and others to focus on other things.
Mr. Brantley expressed a hope that the legislation would redound to the benefit of the country.
But I think in terms of our fine regime, in terms of the licensing regime, in terms of practical protections, in terms of education, so that people understand that we're not going to have any carnage on the roads and that kind of thing when people leave these events. I believe that those are important considerations as we walk down this path, and it is my hope that we walk down the path a bit faster than we're walking right now, so that we don't become the 195th country in the world to legalize. Because so far, at this space, I believe we might become the last country in the world to legalize cannabis. I think the time has come for all the reasons that the mover said. All the pressures and the difficulty and the victimization and the discrimination that people have endured. I think the time has come for us to take a bold step.
Leader of the opposition in the National Assembly, the Honourable Mark Brantley. On Tuesday, June 22nd, the Department of Gender Affairs hosted a talk forum on masculinity, fatherhood, and nurturing families. The event, captioned From His Heart Father's Day edition, saw 4 panelists and the moderator share their thoughts on a variety of topics related to fatherhood. Speaking on dual parenting, Reverend Ron Daniel encouraged fathers to blur the lines between male and female parenting roles and instead to seek to fulfill the roles that would be most beneficial to the child.
I don't see where it says anywhere boy not men should only men shouldn't cook or whatever else. And spending time, again, as I said, with your children is important. So I just cook too. I just do anything and everything that needs to be done. Not that I do everything all the time, because if she want to do it, she better be fine. But it's not, she can't be, it's not fair. If she's not there, I can handle anything that she would do, right? And I just think that men and women need to work out what will suit you best and do it accordingly, right? So my sons would say, boy, daddy can't cook as good as mommy. So mommy, if you would do this, fine. To the point that even when I cook something, they say, daddy, you do this, you're sure? Right? Because in their head, they work out, no, man, this has to be done by mommy, right? So anything, washing, anything, right? I would do. There's no real issue for me or for us. To me, is whatever makes the family work, you just roll with it. Once it's nothing illegal or immoral, you work with it.
Supporting Daniel panelist Remy Gomes noted that fathers should recognize the power of their roles and therefore aspire to be positive figures in their children's lives.
A father, there is no one else could play the role of a father. I am a stepfather to my girlfriend's children, of course, a very good stepfather. But the father still has way more influence over it. Even though I live in the house with them, and I play an integral and intimate role in their life every day, the biological father still has far more impact in their life, far more influence in their life than nobody else could play the role like a father in your children's life. As long as a father is missing in a child's life, something is missing. You won't feel it could be, oh, it's not missing because it could be substituted with a stepfather or a father-like figure. There's something about a father in the role of a child's life.
The discussion also featured a discourse on parenting while unemployed, traditional masculinity versus new masculinity, the impact of non-communicable diseases on parenthood, and the challenges of single parenthood and fathering. Also on the panel were Fitzroy Warner and Carlton Davis. Dylan Webb was the moderator. The following is an announcement from the Ministry of Human Resources in the Nevis Island Administration regarding a study opportunity in Mexico. The Ministry of Human Resources in the Nevis Island Administration is informing that the government of Mexico invites citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis to apply for a higher education scholarship. The scholarship offers full tuition, insurance, and a monthly stipend. Applicants are responsible for accommodation, international airfare, and other expenses, and providing formal proof of a level B2 of knowledge of the Spanish language in order to apply. Applications must be completed online via the link on your screen. A copy of the completed application must be delivered to the Nevis Island Administration's Ministry of Human Resources by July 13, 2023 for onward processing. For additional information, contact the Ministry of Human Resources at 469-5521, extension 5163, 5164, or 5166. Still to come, Nevis nominated as Caribbean's leading honeymoon destination 2023. The details after this break.
49 years of mass and free, Culturama 2023 years of mass and free, Culturama 2023. From Wetfest to Food Fair, from Queen Show to Juve, Culturama 49, so you must be here.
From July 27th to August 8th, join us in Nevis for the Caribbean's greatest summer line, Culturama 49.
49 years of mass and free, Culturama 20, 49 years of mass and free, Culturama 20, 49 years of mass and free, Culturama 20, 49 years of mass and free, Culturama 2023 years of mass, 49 years of mass.
Welcome back. The island of Nevis has made the nominee list for World Travel Awards for the Caribbean's leading honeymoon destination 2023. Voting is now open and runs until midnight on July 9th, 2023. Celebrating its 30th anniversary, the World Travel Awards acknowledges, celebrates, and rewards excellence across all sectors of travel, hospitality, and tourism industries, and is globally recognized as the gold standard and one of the highest achievements in the travel and tourism industry. Nevis provides the prime setting for couples seeking an idyllic honeymoon filled with romance, as there are a number of activities for those who prefer more adventurous delights and to relax and unwind. The absence of crowds allows you to immerse yourself in the serene nature of the island and enjoy the Nevisian waters and unparalleled offerings together. CEO Devon Leiber says the Nevis Tourism Authority is honored that Nevis is nominated in this category, a true testament of all the destination has to offer in the romance front. The island's extraordinary scenery lends itself to be the stage for a variety of activities and locations that visitors, particularly newlyweds, can enjoy. The quaint surroundings feel almost as if you are the first to discover it and can provide the escape from reality and stress that honeymooners and regular visitors alike are always searching for. they will fall in love all over again in Nevis. Votes can be cast by travel professionals, media, and tourism consumers. To vote, visit the Nevis Tourism Authority's website, nevisisland.com. Nominations are ongoing for the Youth Impact 12 Award. The Department of Youth is inviting nominations of young persons between the ages of 18 and 30 years for the award. The Youth Impact 12 Award recognizes the outstanding achievements of young people, encourages and motivates young people to strive for excellence irrespective of their area of interest, encourages young people to be positive role models in their communities, and serve as ambassadors for the Department of Youth. The area of nomination for August 2023 is health and well-being. Persons are encouraged to nominate youth who persuade and support other young people to adopt a healthy lifestyle. Youth who take actions to preserve their emotional, physical, and mental health and well-being, and youth who have made noticeable and commendable sacrifices to invest in their country. The deadline for nominations is July 21st, 2023. Visit the Department of Youth on the second floor of the Reliable Motors Miniplex in Charlestown to collect a nomination form. For more information, contact the department at 469-5521, extension 6710 or 6711. Send an email to youth.dept@niagovkn.com or visit Department of Youth Nevis Facebook page. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, have an enjoyable weekend. Thank you for viewing.